Good morning, everyone. We are in the Columbia River Gorge. We're doing a short little bike ride from Elwah Falls to Multnomah Falls. It's about 7 miles each way. I think we pass a couple of waterfalls along the way, and eventually we get away from the interstate, which is going to make this a much more pleasant ride. Anyway, we will talk to y'all soon. The trail so far has been trending downward, which is going to suck on the way back. That's all right. It's good training for later this summer. All right, so we're about 3 miles in. This part of the gorge is all on road. That is open for traffic. Now, granted, it's a Monday morning, but traffic so far has been pretty light. No concerns at all. I understand on weekends it can get a lot worse. But right now this has been very pleasant. We're in the trees, it's shaded. It's very hot right now in Portland. Heat index is well into the 90s. But this so far has been very pleasant. And so we stopped in at Horsetail Falls. Had a little drink of water, looked at the waterfalls. It's beautiful, very enjoyable. And I think we might be going through a tunnel here. I'm not sure. Yes, we are. Yeah. And we've reached the uphill portion of our ride. Alright, so we've reached Multnomah Falls. Here we are. Walking up to the first observation thing. Alright, so hung out at Multnomah Falls for a bit, walked up to the bridge. It's very nice, got some water. Now we're heading back to the car. We've got a very ugly climb coming up. We've just done the first bit. There's Michelle up ahead. Gorgeous day for riding. A little warm, but really very nice out here. And the downhill. Wait, do that again. All right, very cool. Face the back of the parking lot. It's gonna be about 12.5 total actually for the ride. It was very good, quite enjoyable. A couple of good waterfalls. The road was mostly quiet with not a lot of traffic. Very nice. Good morning. We're out in Mosier, Oregon. We're getting ready to do what's probably the most popular ride here in the gorge. That's the Mosier Twin Tunnels ride. It's about 9 miles round trip. It's on Old Highway 30, which is closed for cars for the stretch. It goes through a couple old tunnels. We're starting at the east end because the wind is coming out of the west and it's pretty bad this morning. And we will talk to you from the ride. All right, we're on the trail. This is Old Highway 30. It's very volcanic in the area. Like that. A nice view of the Columbia River down below. We're about a mile in. It has been a relentless uphill to here, but we stopped at this little viewpoint just to see the view, and let's be honest, take a little bit of a rest from the relentless uphill. Here is the view. That's looking east down the Columbia towards the desert. Swing around. That's the town of White Salmon over there, or White Salmon and Bingen. That bridge that you can see in the distance, that goes over to Hood River on the Oregon side. Not too bad. Okay, and just like that, we are at the first tunnel. This looks pretty cool. It's a little windy. It's a little bit windy in the tunnel. Alright, this is cool. Alright, we had a brief downhill to the tunnels, and now we are climbing again. It's all climbing all the time. As Michelle just pointed out, yes, it's uphill, but at least we're in the trees and it's shaded and it's blocking the wind. Sorry, I've been forgetting to record. We're on the downhill part. This is fantastic. Making up for all that climbing. Thank you. All right, here we are back at the tunnels. This is awesome. We're almost done with the uphill. And it's basically down way all the way back to the parking lot. Tiny little uphill at the end. This has been good. Morning. Good morning. Today we are just going to do a little ride inside Hood River, kind of down to the Hood River Waterfront Park, kind of make a loop of it. It's a nice little park along the Columbia, and then we'll ride along the actual Hood River for a little bit and then come back to the hotel. hopefully it will be a nice ride. It's a good morning. Wind's not nearly as bad as it has been, so hopefully we'll get a nice ride out of this. Alright, we're on the kind of the main road in Hood River, which is technically Highway 30, heading towards downtown. We're going to turn off before we get to downtown to avoid a completely unnecessary hill. There is a bike lane here. It's not bad. Yeah. It's a relatively quiet morning. Some traffic, but nothing terrible. Alright, so we've left the main road. Now we're bombing down through this neighborhood. This is kind of fun. Alright, so we made it out of downtown and over the 84. And now here we are down at the waterfront. It's actually a little nice park and trail system, which we're going to hop onto over here. So here's the river. There's a little beach area right here. Oh, hang on one second. Oh, amazing wife.
Hi, Bubba. How are you doing?
Good. How's your ride this morning?
It's good morning. It's not too cold out, so that's good. This is, I think, our third day of riding bikes. So my bump's a little sore. But otherwise, I think I'm good. How are you enjoying your ride?
Nice. Yeah. Actually, this is our fourth day. I think 4 days in a row we've been on a bike.
Alright, well.
How do you feel about that?
Feels good to be on a bike.
You're turning into a bike rider.
Well, we gotta prepare for our big trip.
Probably true. So we've crossed over the Hood River and we're back down at the waterfront again. This is kind of cool. Oh, unnecessary hill time. Huh. And the path just kind of dies. We rode to the end of the path. Now we're heading back towards our hotel. We're going to cross over the Hood River again and then kind of skirt downtown, and we're taking our way back, which I think avoids us most of the big hill. We'll see how that actually goes. Here's the uphill portion of our ride to make up for the downhill that we had at the beginning. We went a way that avoids the worst of the hills. It's still a little steep though.